The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he returns this to the 22.
Ready, break!
They defer to Brown to start the drive. Always got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Right back to Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
Ready! Check, Matt! Check, Matt!
Running right, here's Brown. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Let's go!
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now Breeze.
Left side, he finds Pierce.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Breeze. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Breeze to throw again. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
On the keeper, it's Breeze. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Vic to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll give this up the middle to Portis, and he stopped immediately there. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Drops this one off to Portis. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Shotgun now for Breeze.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And some space here. There he goes, right side. 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. Breeze lets it fly for Thielen. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Lions.
To throw, Vic. Being chased out left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Vick now.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Jamar Chase.
A 24-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Got it. Ready?
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Ready?
It's a play fake. Now Vick. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Austin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, ready.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3.
Let's go now.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. This time they'll throw it with Vick. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Calvin Austin
From 3 yards out.
and the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
Santos with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This is taken way up at the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Throwing on first down is Breeze.
That one finds Pierce right side.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Slot man moves right. An inside give. Here's Portis. And he's got Rome. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready?
On play action, it's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Okay, break.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 tight, 19 tight. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
Now here's Vic. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Austin, the man in motion left. They'll throw again. Here's Vic. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 183 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They give it to Brown, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Flushed out right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Another run for Brown on second down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Seven Pirates.
On third down, Vic. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here we go, set. 60 Bobcat.
Now Vic on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On first down, Breeze. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll try and run for it here with Portis. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it. But the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Head the street. Bronco switch.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And taken down just shy of the 40.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Vic goes play action. Got a man. It's Brown. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
They'll run. This is Brown.
Down at the 25.
Get it.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 18-yard line.
Wow, and even 200 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. They'll go option to the short side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Here we go on 4th down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A run here with Brown. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 212 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
Ready, set.
An inside give, Brown. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Calvin Austin
with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A run with Portis. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
On the jump.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10.
Across the formation, he hits Austin.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Vic. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. here's the option play going left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Running right, Portis. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10.
Warrior 17.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that,